All right, Lancers, I am going to give you some directions for this Freyer model that we're going to do for population density. Population density is going to be a really important term in our research project, so it's important that you understand it and how to use it. So let's start with the definition. You can find your definition back in your notes from our vocabulary worksheets that we did a few class periods ago. So term number 2 is population density. That's the number of people per square mile. In the United States, we do per square mile. In most other countries, they do per square kilometer. So go ahead and take that definition, and you're going to record it here. Pause the video, and when you're done recording your definition, you can resume. Okay, so we're going to do the illustration last, but down here, let's look at what it would look like to have low population density and what high population density would look like. So remember, a square mile is an area of land that is equivalent to a square that is 1 mile by 1 mile by 1 mile by 1 mile. So let's look at what low population density would look like. Let's say that each little dot represents a person. So with low population density, let's look at what it would look like with 4 people per square mile. So go ahead and draw in 4 little dots spread out. And so each dot represents 1 person living that square mile. And so low population density would mean there's not a lot of people per square mile. And then let's just write that equals it's not crowded. Low population density means that it's not crowded in that area. And then I want you to think of some examples of places you know of that would have low population density. So go ahead, pause the video, and see if you can come up with 3 examples of places with low population density. Or if you can't think of specific places, like types of places that would have low population density. So pause, write those out, and then we'll restart the video and we'll move on. Okay, now let's talk about high population density. So here you're going to write out how many people per square mile. Why don't you pick a number of people per square mile that might be high population density? So let's say I wanted to say 50 people per square mile. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 50 little dots in here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got it? Until I've got 50. Go ahead and pause the video and pick how many people per square mile you want to put for high population density. Draw your little dots in and then restart the video. All right, here's my high population density. Compared to the low population density, this is crowded. And then last, I want you to think about some places that have high population density. Where are some places around the world you think might have lots of people living closely together? Go ahead, pause the video, see if you can come up with 3, and then resume the video. Okay, lastly, I want you now to give some really good thought. Actually, no, let's come back to let's actually hold off on the picture. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you now go ahead and watch a short video about population density. That is number 2 on your list of things to do today. So watch a video about population density. It may even give you ideas for things you can put here in the examples section. And then once you're done watching the video, then I want you to go back and really do a thoughtful illustration of what population density would look like to you, an image or symbol that represents it in your mind. Once you have watched the video and you finished your Freyer model, you're ready to move on to the next step.